everybody, to our first episode of what I hope becomes a series of What is Wrong with You with the Allens. I am obviously Mrs. Allen.
The better half, Mr. Allen.
And we are going to try to talk about books, but as you know, if you know Mr. Allen at all, more times than not, you are probably going to be left saying, what is wrong with you? Hence the name of this series.
Yeah, it's normal. I get that.
All right, so
10 times
I am going to try to keep our focus on books because Mr. Allen does know some things about books also. And so I'm going to show him a title, and he might know it, he might not know it. He's going to try to tell us what he thinks it's about, and then I'm going to add any information that might be important for you to know if you were to actually read this book.
I mean, she's lying. I don't read. So keep
Yes.
reading, kids. You'll be smarter than me in no
Yes.
time.
Okay, we're going to start with a classic. Hopefully,
Is
it
Little
will.
Women? Little Women. Go. It's literally about Little Women.
What's wrong with you? We're going to start with The Great Gatsby
She picked this on purpose.
by F. Scott Fitzgerald.
I know that Leonardo DiCaprio played him in the movie.
Isn't even the better movie.
There's another movie?
There's a first movie.
Kids, remember, watch the movie. You don't need to read the books. Not a big deal.
What is wrong with you?
She can't hit me. That's illegal. The Great Gatsby is about a gentleman.
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio is it?
You can't tell me anything more about this classic book?
It's based in the.
Like every
Hold on,
sentence.
time out. Is it me or is
Okay,
it you?
go ahead.
Is it in like the 1930s?
No.
Not even close.
Yeah, you're close.
1920s.
Sure.
Roaring 20s.
Yes.
Like flappers and stuff.
Yep. Like
all I know.
flappers and stuff.
I know there's like things involved. It's written by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Matthew. Looks like broccoli.
A preface? That's not pertinent information. It does not matter who the preface is by.
I'm gonna be honest. I know I should pick this book because she knows I've never ever read
I
it.
didn't know that. I am actually left shocked. You've never read this book?
She's lying to you. We've talked about books that I actually remembered in high school.
Okay, don't mention them because they'll probably come up in the
That's
next
fine.
few
I'm not
episodes.
mentioning them. I'm just saying that
It's a short list.
I know that it's about the Roaring 20s-ish. I knew I was close. I couldn't even tell you the name of the main character. What's his first name?
Jay Gatsby?
His name's Jay? I don't know. I knew it was Gatsby.
I would have given you Gatsby.
I know it's Gatsby. I meant like his real first name.
Right, it doesn't matter what his first name is.
I'm going to be honest. Can you give me a
If
synopsis?
anyone has ever asked you what the first name of Gatsby is, it does not matter.
This
Gatsby.
I don't think this is what is wrong with you. I think it's more like how stupid are you?
No.
Is really what it is.
It's what is wrong with you.
Okay, go. Can you give me a synopsis of this book?
So this is one of those classic
Sorry, I fell asleep. Keep going, Mrs. Allen.
American Dream stories. Jay Gatsby comes back from World War I, and he is...
Is it J-A-Y or is it J?
It's J-A-Y.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
And he's this mysterious rich man who throws these huge, lavish parties.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
It's really a book about partying and why people throw parties to make friends. And across the way from his house is a house that has a green light at the end of the dock. And a lot of the book revolves around this other character who he is madly in love with. And it's, well, that doesn't give anything away.
It's not about giving it away. I could have guessed there was like a love interest, and I knew there was like partying in there. I knew that because Leonardo DiCaprio is a party animal. That's why they chose him for the role. I get it. J-A-Y. Got it.
Okay. This is one of those classic American tales that I did not like in high school. I had to read it in high school. And then in college, it got assigned to me in an American Lit class, and I was like, ugh, Gatsby again. But as I have gotten older, and the more times I read it, the more I fall in love with the tragic and horrifying story of Jay Gatsby. So, there are also some really obnoxious female characters in this book that I just cannot stand at all. So.
Kids, read the book. I'm not gonna lie, I won't read it.
Okay, Mr. Allen's going to continue to figure out who's going to play Jay Gatsby in the next movie interpretation.
I hope not, because Leonardo DiCaprio is a boss, and he's the only one that should ever
Yeah,
play.
I haven't even seen that.
Neither have I just know he's in it.
What is wrong?
Everybody, have Scott Fitzgerald, J-A-Y Gatsby, he's the greatest. That's the moral of Great Gatsby. Next.
Okay. The next book is a modern,
Is this a snooze fest?
what is deemed to be a young adult novel
Ugh,
for like teenagers. That's what
Okay.
young adults means.
great.
For teenagers, like the kids we teach.
Got it.
Do you
Nailed
understand?
it. Yep.
Okay. It is called All American Boys. What do you think?
Wait, let me see. Brendan Kelly?
And Jason Reynolds.
Is it about football?
There is a sport involved.
Baseball?
Nope.
Football?
No.
I don't know. Basketball?
Basketball.
Okay.
Okay, there's a sport involved. It's involved basketball.
Is it a true story?
It is not a true
Oh,
story.
I only like true stories, so these books aren't good. All American Boys about basketball, and it's a trip through the history of their high school experience where they couldn't win a game and they needed to win. They got the coach of the year. End of story. Done. Best book I've ever read.
You don't have to lie to the kids. They know you
I thought I
haven't
was
read it.
supposed to guess what it's
Yeah,
supposed to
you
be
are.
about.
Best book I ever read.
Well, yeah, I'm lying because I didn't read it.
Don't lie, kids.
Lying's bad. My kids know.
Lying's bad.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, look at the
All
cover.
American Boys. There's an O that's really highlighted.
Uh-huh. Okay.
This guy's got his hands up.
Yep, he does.
These guys are in trouble with the cops because. Oh wait, I think you told me about this one before. Is this the one where there's two kids and one saw it and then doesn't say anything about it? I knew
He
it.
listens
I
to me!
I listened. Wait, I got it. I had to look at the cover. I had to remember. I'm not sure what the O represents. Probably
You
the kid's
all
name.
just got to witness him remembering something that he listened to
Like,
about me.
If you
This
ask
is
me where,
amazing.
like, who won the national championship in, like, 1973, I probably would know it. I think it's UCLA. But I'm just saying, I don't know,
Oh my gosh.
that. So,
Okay. All right. So, All American Boys is a really cool young adult novel because it has two authors, and the two authors take on the personas of these two high school kids who go to the same high school. They're on the same basketball team. They're both incredibly talented, and so the two main characters are Rashad and Quinn, and Rashad is involved in this convenience store. Brutal situation, and Quinn witnesses it and happens to capture some of it on his cell phone. So it's the story of both of them dealing with those truths and what happened, and Quinn trying to figure out how to navigate sharing what he saw as a witness and not wanting to, but feeling like maybe he should say something. And it's just a really compelling story. And it relates to a lot of current events, which is cool when you're reading a book. And I think the authors did a great job of capturing teenage voices, which is not always true of young adult fiction or nonfiction, for that matter. So, All American Boys. Okay, what do you think?
well, I'm proud of myself for remembering this.
I am proud
I
of
had
you
to
for
look at
remembering
it.
it.
I had to look at it for a second. You told me, read it. And then I said, yeah, I'll do that.
It's quick. It's a quick read, too.
Yeah, it's real quick. It's like 400 pages.
No, it is.
All right,
Look
it's
at
300
that.
pages. I'm just kidding. It's not about the length of the book. It's about, how the great, awesome
It's not either.
stuff.
Look at the pages. That is not a lot of words per page. That's what we think about. Okay. Thank you for coming to our first episode of What Is Wrong With You, a sort of vlog podcast that is kind of related to books and also in inner workings of Mr. and Mrs. Allen. Thanks for joining us.
Sorry, everybody. Start
Bye.
reading. Reading's good.